Hey guys, Jambu here from Gamerzclass. Welcome to this video. Today we're going to be having a quick look at maybe things we should be doing at the start of FIFA 21 Ultimate Team to get the best out of your performance early on. So these are just going to be a few easy to do things and things that you should be looking out for that are going to be able to give you a head start over your opponent and get you the best team possible. So one of the first things that I would recommend doing very early on, as you can see on the screen, although this is FIFA 20, it's very likely we'll have similar objectives to these at the start of FIFA 21. Just easy things like play a couple of matches, win a match, score a goal in a FUT friendly match. Just for, you know, little rare players packs and little bits of coins, these are definitely things to look out for. It's very possible that we're going to be able to get the coin boost as well, just for completing easy objectives. And then, as always, you know, there's going to be the possibility maybe not to earn a player quite as good as Timo Werner that you can see here, but early on maybe some hidden gems to fit into your ultimate team. Another thing that you're definitely going to want to look out for early on in the new game is SBCs. So as you can see here on the basic, I assume it's going to be somewhat similar on the new game. You're going to have ones like these, which they're so easy to do. You've got the Let's Get Started one here, which was very easy to complete. You're going to get some packs straight out of these, literally just for handing in some bronze starter players that you'll already have in your club. Very easy to do, going to give you a head start, and you just never know what you're going to get in these packs. It could change your club for the whole year. You just never know. Another thing with the SBCs, and this is something that I've been very guilty of in the past myself, is you do not want to complete SBCs that are just a coin sink. And what I mean by this is when the new game comes out, there is going to be certain SBCs released which you just want to avoid. They may look very tempting. What I'm going to say to you and what I'm going to say to myself when the new game comes out is you need to think about whether the player is going to be in your team in a month's time. So if the answer is no, he won't, don't complete the SBC. If the player is going to be in your club for a long time, then feel free to complete it. You need to save as many coins as possible early on, and you do not want to be wasting your time and also your coins completing SBCs that just aren't worth it. The next tip is going to be to play as many practice games as you can early on to try and learn the meta. As you can see on the screen now, I have played nearly 150 friendly matches against pro player Zelonius, and the reason we do this every FIFA is because we're around a similar level, which is what I recommend. You want a practice partner on a similar level to yourself. And what we do is we just help each other. If he notices that I'm doing something wrong, he'll tell me. This way we can pick up the game together, learn the new things together, what to look out for, whether it's the new shot angles, whether it's a new certain type of pass that works. Obviously we don't have this information yet as the game isn't out, but I'd recommend finding a practice partner a similar level to yourself and doing this sort of thing, playing a lot of friendlies, and long term it will really help your ability going forward for the rest of the year. So in the last point we briefly touched on the meta. You need to be looking out early as to what this could be. Obviously right now we don't have a clue what the meta could be. It could be like FIFA 19 where it was players that had good jumping and heading. FIFA 20, what you wanted to look out for was the 5-star weak foot, the 5-star skill moves, and also the high agility, as you can see there. If I had to predict, I would say that the game will follow a similar sort of pattern to FIFA 20. So I'd be looking out for 5-star weak foot players, 5-star skill move players. You're always going to want pace. I don't think there's ever going to be a FIFA where you're going to be able to use really slow players. So look out for quick players. Always a bonus to have a good physical as well. But the main things, especially for attackers, that I'd recommend you guys look out for at the start of the new game is players that have at least 4-star skill moves and weak foot, good pace, good agility and balance, and then anything more than that is a bonus. So here we have an example on screen of what an early on meta team looked like in FIFA 20. If you're not familiar with what meta is, it's the most effective tactic available, and this was an example of what FIFA 20 was. This is the sort of team you're going to want to build right at the start. You do not want to be putting your coins into the more expensive icons and players like that, because the prices are going to fluctuate so much that it's very risky. Teams like this, you're going to be able to get it for a couple of 100,000 coins, maybe a tiny bit more at the start, and it's going to be able to see you through those first weekend leagues. Another point I'd say is it's vital that you don't keep on buying and selling new players and teams. All this is going to do is lose you coins on the EA tax. You need to make the absolute most of your coins early on in the game. That's very important. But a team like this on screen, even these exact players to some degree, obviously a couple of them won't be in La Liga anymore, but you want to build something like this. I'd also recommend staying away from the Premier League early on. The prices are very, very inflated because a lot of the players are popular, and you're just going to spend more coins on similar players that you could get from other leagues. The next thing I'd recommend, and the final thing guys, is going to be play as much division rivals as you can. Do not worry about your record at all. Obviously division rivals is tough, you're against players of similar ability, but like the point we spoke about earlier in regards to playing a lot of friendly matches, you're going to be playing people of similar ability, so you're going to be able to pick up little things that they're doing, add them to your game, see what you're doing wrong, and obviously when you're playing division rivals, you're going to be picking up rewards on the way. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask me. The overall tip that I can give you guys is just to keep on practicing. Follow the guides that we bring out. We're always here to help you guys. And yes, really hope you enjoy it. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.